Good day to you peeps. Liesl here again, and today I'm coming to us with something of a viewer suggestion, a little bit of a bonus build, and hopefully a whole lot of fun. So without further ado, straight in, and let's feature the latest build, which was kind of a off the cuff build really, which is our little cookie tin Banjolele basically. And look at that. What a beauty. This one is very simple. So let's get straight into the build, and I will tell us all how I went about this one. So yeah, special thanks to Mikey for suggesting this one. Thank you, Mikey. Mikey does me some incredible artwork for which I'm very grateful. Yeah, you'll see that in my profile pictures. And I wanted to do something in return. So I did ask Mikey, have you any suggestions? And he suggested either a banjo or a ukulele. So I thought I'll combine the two and do a banjolele. So there you go, or banjo ukulele. Now previous to that, Mikey, you did send me an excellent video by Steve Strings. So do check him out, folks. Steve Strings, he is on YouTube, where he built one of these. His was a bit posher than mine, but I did think, oh, I've got to give that a go. I know a few of us have mentioned sort of like steel guitars and things like that. I haven't really got the skill set for that, or the welding ability, or the welding equipment, but I thought we could do a can guitar. So here she is. Right, well, as you can see, no piezos on this one. This one is acoustic. And how does it sound? Let's have a quick go, shall we? If I can keep my fingers out of the way. Quite a nice thrum to this one. Yeah, basically what you see is what you get. And I can show you the inside because we can take the back off of this. You can see we inverted the can because basically that makes a nice surface. And it's just a lot easier to work that way, although you could cut into the lid. And I cut these slots with a rotary tool. So something like a Dremel. Other brands are available. Mine is not a Dremel, it's just a fairly inexpensive rotary tool. But the little cutting wheel on there is pretty good. I mean, alternatively, you could probably use a jigsaw or something like that if you've got one with the metal cutting blades. If I just lift the lid, you can see inside. Basically, I cut two flaps. So it was literally just cutting along here. The top part, do excuse me, the top part that's just under the rim of the back. And then two slots down here. And obviously I didn't cut the bottom bit because we bent those over. Now that is pretty sharp, so do be very careful if you're doing this. But that way we could just, as you can see, there's a slight gap between the lid and the neck. It does bow in a bit there because I used just a nut and bolt basically to make the bridge. I did think of making a wooden bridge, which I might do yet. Whether that will make any difference or not, I don't know. But if I do, well, then we'll discover it. So that's it, yeah. And that's basically it. There's no spring or anything inside this one because of, you know, the metal can is its own resonator. And yeah, it does make a lovely sound. Now, obviously this one's fretless and it's a 3-stringer. And as usual with me, it is tuned to an open G. But I'm sure, you know, you could do one, a 4-string, the same as a banjolele. I'm not sure what they tune to. I know they're quite different. And so I looked up the scale length for a banjolele, and it's slightly longer than a soprano ukulele. It's actually 14 3/4 inches. So that's what I went with. And the beauty of this one was basically, I don't know if you can really see, but underneath the bridge there is the stamp with the best before date, sell by date, and that sort of thing. And it was just in the position really where I wanted the bridge. So that was quite handy while we were building this one, because there's always something to refer to. Yeah, obviously you can place the bridge where you like, perhaps in the middle might give a slightly different sound, I don't know. But I wanted to stick with a Banjolele scale length. And I have the captain's log here of 14 3/4 inches. So that's what we did. You'll note that I have used skull head machine heads or tuning pegs. I thought you'd like those, Mikey. I like those, not only because they're stylish, but they were very inexpensive. I bought a set of 6 for last year's Samhain Halloween guitar build, which if you were around last year was Elsa. Yeah. Still have that guitar stashed behind the sofa because she's pretty large. I'll soon be going on to this year's Halloween instrument, which is going to be a little bit more involved. So I think I need to probably start that one quite soon. But more will become apparent when I start building it anyway. So yeah, that's something for a future date. If I can put the lid back on, we'll give it a little strum and see what we get. So I'm not sure if you would really play a banjolele with a slide. Even though this is fretless, I do need to set the action. I'm setting up the action on the green machine at the moment, and 1 or 2 other things, as I said I would. Yeah, it's a little bit high, and I'm thinking of maybe putting that into an open tuning, possibly a G again on 2 strings. I did ask advice on 2-string tunings, and several of you gave me advice on that, so I'm very grateful. It was some time ago now, so if I can't remember individual names, I do apologise. But I'm very grateful to what you suggested. Many of you suggested that, yeah, Shane Spill had some on his channel, which I did look at, and yeah, I did find the 2-string tunings. So thanks for that. But this one has 3. Let's see what we get. Now, I can't play a banjo or a banjolele or anything like that. No, I've never actually played one. I have played a banjo that belonged to someone else. I wasn't very good with it. I did love it though. It sounded absolutely fantastic. So if I can go back to the slide, and we'll see what we get anyway. I like the metallic sound you kind of get with this. It does neck dive a little bit because the body's so light. There's a 12, so you get about an octave. Yes. Via the Canjo player. But anyway, you get the idea. I, for one, am very pleased with this. And yeah, thank you again, Mikey, for the suggestion, because I've had the greatest fun doing this. It didn't take very long to make. Basically, I built it in about a day. I spent some time setting this one up this morning. She is a little beauty. Yes, I did eat the cookies. I'm sorry I didn't save you any. Once I got going, I just couldn't stop eating them. You know what they're like. Yes, Danish butter cookies. Delicious. I probably ate too many actually, but it was worth it so that we could have the can to make this beautiful. I can keep it on camera. Beautiful little instrument there. I'm saying job's a good one, and I'm saying this one's a little winner. So yeah, something very easy. If you do attempt it, yeah, mind your fingers. But really, that's something quite simple, and I'm going to get to grips with this one, so hopefully, as usual, I keep saying, we will play something. Once I've kind of learned how to play this, again, it's got a short little scale length, but it does sit nicely on your lap. And quite a mighty sound for such a little instrument. I don't know what I was doing now. Yes, I just love the kind of trashy sound, as usual, of this little one. It's unique, and if you fancy an easy project, don't be shy, give it a try. Just a couple of bits of wood and a cookie tin. You could use any tin really. Yeah, it's like a grown-up Canjo really. And so there it is. So what next? Fans of Bits Between the Bits, you will be pleased to know that next up is Bits Between the Bits. It's been a while since we did one of those. I'm not quite sure what's going into it yet, but I've got a few ideas and a few things we've had on the back burner, probably since the end of last year actually, that I do hope to include, and maybe one or two other things that I would do between guitar builds, especially when it's all got a bit heavy and your brain is scrambled and it's time to step away from the workshop and do something different. So I might actually film some of these things, other artistic little projects, but yeah, that's for the next video. So no more waffle from me. If you have stayed with me till the end, thank you ever so much. As ever, thank you ever so much to our very latest subscribers and your wonderful comments. I'm ever so grateful. You do make this channel, you know, we all make this channel, and it belongs to all of us, not just me. And I'm always blown away by your comments, suggestions, and all kinds of things. Yes, which is how we ended up with this little one. I'm going to have fun with this over the weekend. Yeah, I'm so into playing this already. And so there it is. And so, as ever, that leaves only for me to say, wherever you are, do stay safe. Whatever you're doing, do stay blessed. And whatever life brings, keep building. Okay then folks, bye for now then. Bye.